What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Mike Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And before we get into today's video, thanks for checking everything out. Check out the podcast on all major podcast services. Head over to LoneStarPercussion.com. Use the discount code AgedOut. Save yourself $10 on any order of $50 or more. All right, short, sweet spiel today. We're doing something that people have requested for a while now. We've gotten a ton of messages, ton of comments on other videos to check out Open Class. So that's what we're doing. You asked for it. Here it is. We're doing, as you can see in the video, Infinity 2, Civitas, and Freedom, which I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that was your first, second, third place finishers in PIO this year. So we've got a little clip from all three of those. Been a minute since we recorded. We're a few weeks out from WGI finals, but, you know, life gets crazy sometimes. So I'm ready if you are, dude.
Yeah, other than like checking a little bit of these to get the volume dialed in, we haven't watched any of it. So
yeah, this is a true first read reaction. I have no idea what I'm about to see. So here we go. Thanks Vic Firth for the first two videos and Drumline AV for the third one. Links to the videos are in the description. You can definitely tell the microphone picking all this up in front of the pit.
Yeah. The Tama drums, though, seem to read really well over the weekend from...
I agree.
The groups that used them. Or are these Mapex? No, those are... Wait.
I think these are...
those are Tama.
Tama.
Yeah. Oh, you can tell by the carriers, of course.
All right.
But yeah. Right away, like the Tama drums, especially with that the suede heads on the tenors.
Yeah. I'm going to back up a little bit because that was kind of like a battery moment and we were just talking about random crap. Some back sticks. There's some scratchy stuff and some sound quality stuff throughout, but not bad.
Yeah, pretty solid.
A couple hand speed changes, hand pressure changes, and that's snare brace. That last roll was good.
That was a good marimba run there.
Yeah. Good roll quality on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously not the best audio point, but it seems like the ensemble balance is pretty solid.
Yeah. Despite the pit being way louder in this video.
This Jar of Hearts.
I don't know.
23rd of September. Here at the edge of the forest, hope dwindles. Despair takes root. We fear we may never return.
All right, I'm gonna bounce forward. Well, let's see what happens here.
It calls me.
Good bass run. Good
Yeah.
lead in. Missed the hand-to-hands a little bit. Almost.
It's close. It's close.
Yep.
Dude, that freaked me out when they did that, and all I heard was the.
Me too. I'm assuming some cool front to back.
I think this show like had a bunch of like wood tree textures, so that makes sense for all the like the timbre changes.
Can't tell if it's the lower timbre of the heads, but
good ensemble moment, verticality from the front to back, all the 16 notes in the battery in the front.
the attack on that those puttitas after the space wasn't quite there, but everything leading up to that space was really good. It was blended really well from a battery standpoint.
Yeah, I'll probably give like an overarching. I'll wait till we watch all three groups, but
yeah,
just like a comparison of like
We have arrived
World versus Open.
at the place of legend.
Obviously, they're different classes for a reason, but
Yep.
that sounds good back there.
Yeah, good edge roll.
Good touch.
Yeah. And then the roll speed changed too.
20
Open it
finger
up
control.
to the eighth note.
Mm-hmm.
Must give the same in return.
What is that? Is that a Angry Bird on the drum set?
I don't know. All right, let's move to Civitas. There's a little sample of Infinity 2 there. Into Civitas now. Just overall thoughts on that. I mean, it was good. It was open class. I mean, you can definitely hear the difference. If you go watch some of our world class reaction videos prior to finals, you'll hear the marked difference in sound quality between the level of performers. But there's definitely still some good clean phrases in there.
Yeah, I think so far, just watching one group, like they do some world-class skill sets, but just not as frequent, and the consistency is not as high.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. All right, Civitas.
Well,
Those were good hand-to-hands.
that was good.
Yeah.
Split. Yeah, I don't think it was hand-to-hand. It was just a split single.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here it's a phrase.
Good start for the bass drums. Yeah, wasn't bad.
I have to look up the recap.
I was getting ready to say
This is better.
from a
Playing.
drumming. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
was
just
getting ready to
better.
say the same thing. It's cleaner. It's more balanced, more mature sounding.
Seven is heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I've never been a fan of the suede Black Max. It's not my favorite.
Evans Gray Hybrid.
No, it's a.
No, I'm saying
No,
I
you
prefer
like Devon's. Well, I just like the
prefer
regular. I just
the
like the
gray
regular
hybrids.
Black Max.
Black Maxes are good too. Robert Martinez doing his thing. That man was everywhere.
Dude, he was a road warrior. The lot warrior. This is a very serious face, but
Very.
communication with the auxiliary player over there or something.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Yeah. Just a little bump here.
Here we go.
Nice. Delicate moment. Cymbal moment. Yep. Yeah, dude's telling him, listen. Yeah, listen in. He's looking dapper over there. My man had to be sweating. It's hot out there. Go back a little bit.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
pretty good.
Bass line's
I was
solid.
going to say the bass line's really good. I think the whole battery is really good.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
It seemed like the snare line
Dude,
plays with kind of a
guys.
light touch. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, a phrase like that, like, that was a good moment. Like, it wasn't overwritten. It was just, we're just gonna do a simple crescendo, decrescendo. We're just straight singing. Like, that's a effect moment I probably got rewarded for on the floor, just
Yeah.
because it probably read super well. It's not overly written. It's not super difficult, but I don't know. I like.
No, I dug that
Appropriate.
whole phrase. They
Yeah.
played it
Just
really
very
well.
appro-
It was
Just
tasteful.
very appropriate.
Yeah. Some of those rolls weren't quite in
Yeah, not quite blended in the full battery
there. No.
balance there. Just a little bit of rhythmic discrepancy going on.
All right. There's a solid sample of Civitas. Let's switch over, hit up some Freedom Percussion.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna look at the recap.
No, you're good. Yeah, I think from those two samples, I would say Civitas had a better playing battery. Thoughts?
I agree. Yeah, that's why I was curious to look up the recap.
It's funny.
I was like,
you said the same thing I was thinking. Right when they started playing, I was like, I wonder if they won hands. 'Cause I'd believe that. Although there were some really good, like you pointed out, runs in the front for Infinity too. So maybe
they did win hands. So
Civitas did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you could hear it within 10 seconds of listening to the videos back to back. All right, let's hit up some Freedom real quick, and then we'll close this out.
Bronze medalist in the house. One of the kids in this ensemble was like, does WGI recap only talks about world class? It's like, sorry, bro. That's all we saw.
Can't be in two places at once. Can't be everywhere unless you're Robert Martinez.
Blowing myself next year. This must have been the bass moment that was at the beginning of the show that I was like, I can't see you guys.
I wonder if they restaged it.
Probably not. My opinion is stupid, so it's fine. Ribbon crashers. I love the ribbon crashers. If that's what they're called.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
A little scratchy on the crossover. Not that time, though.
Mm-mm. Turn this up a little bit.
Yeah. Double flam drag action.
Little watch coming out of the press, the left hand
Yeah,
press, the re-attack.
Opened up the rhythm there.
Were they third in hands? Do you still have the recap up?
No. They were actually fourth.
Okay.
River City Rhythm was second, the fourth place group. Infinity was third. Go back. I messed that up when I was looking.
That was a snare solo, but I'll still... Oops.
Oh, yeah, just go back. I missed it.
There we go.
I feel like they're rushing the net. Too much energy. Good call. Turn the mid off.
Yeah, I think other two groups probably played stronger from a drumline standpoint, so far at least. Yeah, can't fall out of that as you go down to the edge.
Yeah, like touch is such a, it's such a hard skill set to blend on a full battery. Just watching these three groups that were medalists, I would say that's definitely just the biggest difference from open class to world class is just the overall consistency.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have note density differences too. I mean, world class groups are going to play a lot more notes.
Well,
there's a lot more.
I play too much notes, but
yeah, that's a whole topic for a different day. But I mean, I would even say like you could see tempo differences. Like there was a lot more slower sections.
True. Yeah.
Tempo-wise.
Just design choices.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean that's the whole thing when they're talking about reclassifying. Like, is it a? Did you write a world class show design? So I mean that's a big part of it.
Yep.
But
no, you can if you watch this, then go watch one of our world class videos or a random lot video. You'll see a marked difference. You'll hear a marked difference in sound quality, maturity, consistency of staying in that sound. And like you just hear a lot more little random re-attack issues with space within the phrases and just
is definitely way better than the open class I competed in.
Oh yeah,
2007 to 2009.
Dude, the year I did Tate's Creek, we got fourth, and I was talking to Justin Fisher recently about how in the world that happened. Like dude, you go watch. It was 2010. Yeah. You go watch open class in 2010. What we did and got fourth place. All of these open class groups that are in like the top 10 are way better than we were.
We got a bronze medal in 2009 with 5 snares and 4 quads that couldn't play triplet rolls.
Yeah, I
So.
mean, it's gotten so much better. So there you go. We talked about some open class.
Good to check it out, see what's
Yeah.
going on around the activity.
Yeah, we were just brainstorming what we wanted to do next, and we were like, do we redo all the world class groups? And we're like, it seems kind of redundant, and so we're like, let's do some open class. We've had some people comment about it, send us some messages, and I hadn't really admittedly checked out a whole lot to see what's been going on in open class for this season, and it's pretty cool. Like, it's just cool to see. Like we talk about all the time with world class, like the average has gotten so much better.
Right.
And you just see it here too. Like everything, like the top 5 are still good, and everything below it just keeps getting better. So It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next 5 years. But I'm done talking. You got anything else?
Done. I'm good, bro.
All right. Check out the podcast. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.